Hello guys, and welcome in a new video where we will make an update about gold and another chart which can be about the Bitcoin. So this is the previous vision for gold, and we're still looking to the bigger picture with this way, where we see that there is an impulse wave. We have wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a wave 3. This is wave 4, and now we're inside an ending diagonal pattern that represents wave 5. So the deep correction through wave 2 won't happen until we finish our ending diagonal, whether in its contracting form like this or through an expanded form, as we will see later. So we have already made wave 1 and 2, wave 3. Wave 3 now is bigger than wave 1, so most likely if we are going to see an ending diagonal, it's going to be in its expanded form. So now we can say that we are within wave 3 of this ending diagonal. So after it ends, we will expect a movement that makes an overlap with the price territory of wave 1, then another bullish movement through wave 5 of this diagonal. So let's see what's going on from the lower time frame, which is the daily time frame. Here we can see the subwaves of this possible ending diagonal, and this is the third wave. The wave 3 of an ending diagonal, it can be simple zigzag, double zigzag, or even triple zigzag. So we have already seen a double zigzag and then a continuation pattern, which is a triangle pattern that can represent wave X, the second combination wave of a triple zigzag pattern. So did we confirm the beginning of wave Z? We can say so, because the price, as you can see, it broke through the point that represents the end of wave D of this ending diagonal through an impulsive structure, which can be taken as a confirmation sign for the beginning of the next bullish movement. So what's the minimum target of the next movement? We can say it's 2,305. As you can see, we determined this minimum target through the triangle itself, so we can say that this is the minimum expected movement as long as the price didn't break 2,293. So is it possible to see further bullishness after getting this minimum target? Yes, that is possible. The price can get wave Z to the upper boundary of this price channel. If we measure the size of wave W and make it as a target for wave Z, the price will get to the upper boundary. Even if we measure the size of wave Y, the same thing. We can see movement to the upper boundary. Even if we use Fibonacci extension tool from the beginning of wave 3 to wave Y, then we try to estimate the ideal target of wave Z, we can also get to the upper boundary of this price channel. But as I said, this scenario will remain valid only as long as the price is still within this price channel and above this invalidation level that I just mentioned, which is 2,293. If the price breaks this level, then this vision on the daily time frame specifically will be invalidated. I'm saying specifically because even if the price breaks this level, the whole vision that we were looking to on the higher time frame, which is the weekly, will not be invalidated. We will still look to the bigger picture as we are inside wave 5 that can end as an ending diagonal, but of course we will have to adjust the count. Anyway, this is the current vision on gold. If there is anything new, we will make an update. However, before we move on to the next chart, I just want to mention the possible scenario in case we see this bullish movement, then the price breaks our price channel with an impulse wave. This means that wave 4 of this possible ending diagonal has started. So in case we see that, we will expect a reaction with at least 3 waves structure that will represent wave B of wave 4, and then another drop that classical analysts will look to it as a normal movement after seeing a reversal pattern that they call head and shoulders. So in this case, we will expect a drop that should make ideally an overlap with the price territory of wave 1 and our 2066 that will be compatible with the target of this head and shoulders pattern. then we can expect further bullishness through wave 5 of descending diagonal. So that's it for the update of gold. If there is anything new, as I said, we will make another update. Now let's talk about Bitcoin. First, we start with a weekly time frame where we see that there is a cycle impulse wave that had been followed with a zigzag structure as a wave 2, then a primary wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3, and even wave 4 of an impulse wave, which can end as a cycle wave 3. But to consider this impulse wave as a cycle wave 3, we gotta see an extension through wave 5 from this impulse wave. If that doesn't happen, then we're gonna have to consider this move as just wave 1 of that cycle wave 3. The price made a bullish movement, which can be our topic today, to see whether it can be that cycle third wave or just part of it. So we made wave 1, as we said, 2, 3, 4. The price made this sharp movement to the upside, which is about to end as a wave 5 from this impulse wave. So what are the possibilities in the future right now? As you can see, we have what looks like a corrective movement that could represent wave 4 of wave 3 from this fifth wave. So regardless, the corrective pattern that will represent this wave 4, according to this scenario, as long as the price didn't break 31,000 level, which represents the overlap point between wave 4 and wave 1, which shouldn't happen, we can expect another bullish movement to the upside through wave 5 from wave 3. As we know, wave 4 of an impulse wave ends ideally from the area that represents 50 to 38% of wave 3. So from the current levels, we can expect another bullish wave to the upside to form a new high. So that scenario will remain valid as long as the price still within these price channels, whether the big main corrective price channel or this smaller channel that we can see together. But in case the price breaks these channels from the downside, then we will have to consider the last movement to the upside as a truncated fifth wave of a bullish impulse wave in the higher degree. In this case, we will have to say that we have a leading diagonal as a wave 1. This is wave 2, and now within a new bearish trend that can take the price to the downside, ideally to the area of the previous fourth wave, which can be compatible with the 50 to 61.8 zone of this last bullish impulse wave. So this is how I see the Bitcoin. This is the alternative scenario. As I said, as long as the price didn't break those price channels, this is the main vision. Another bullish movement to the upside that can take the price upward to form a new high and to take it to 10,000 level through wave 5 of a fifth wave. But in case we break those channels that I mentioned, we can see further decline through a new bearish trend to visit ideally 50 to 61.8 zone of this bullish impulse wave that we mentioned. I want to mention that who are following us, there are professionals. There are also who are still learning the basics. And given that it is difficult today to find the reliable sources to learn the basic rules of Elliott waves, I have prepared a free guide or a booklet that you can download now from our website. I put the link in the video description, and for anyone who has any questions or inquiries about this analytical video or any of our educational content, you could put it in the comments section, as I read all your comments and I try to answer all of them without exception. So this is the vision on Bitcoin and gold, and if there is anything new, we will make another update as usual. So that's it guys for today's video, and I'll see you soon.